What if I told you the world of sci-fi, flying cars, instant knowledge, even portals, might be closer than you think? Technology is advancing at breakneck speed. We're diving into 21 future technologies that could completely rewrite reality. These are game changers that could alter how we live, work, and even what it means to be human. Imagine a future where your brain connects to the internet, you learn a language in seconds, or humanity lives among the stars. The line between science fiction and science fact is blurring every day. Let's take a journey into the possibilities of tomorrow. First up, conscious AI. This is the leap from AI as a tool to AI as a being, genuinely self-aware with its own motivations. It could make independent decisions, learn, reason, and create like a living mind. A conscious AI could solve problems beyond human comprehension, curing diseases, unlocking the universe's secrets. But what rights would a conscious being have? How do we ensure its goals align with ours? This technology could elevate humanity or present challenges we've never faced. If we build conscious AI, where do we go next? Colony Starships. Imagine massive, self-sustaining vessels, mobile worlds carrying thousands on a one-way journey to another star. These ships would be entire ecosystems supporting life for centuries. Propulsion would need to be far beyond today's rockets, maybe fusion or antimatter. The original travelers would never see their destination. It's for future generations. What kind of society evolves on a ship isolated for hundreds of years? It's not just engineering, it's a social experiment. From preserving humanity in space to preserving the mind itself, digital afterlife. What if we could upload your consciousness, memories, personality into a computer, letting you exist digitally after death? Imagine talking to a simulated Einstein or your great-grandparents. You could explore virtual worlds, create art with thought, or live in a digital paradise. But is that really you or just a copy? Who controls these digital minds? The ethical questions are profound. What about connecting your living mind directly to the internet? Enter the neural internet, a direct brain-computer interface. No keyboards, no screens, just instant access to information and communication. Education, creativity, and accessibility would be revolutionized. The internet becomes an extension of your mind, augmenting intelligence in ways we can barely imagine. But if your brain is online, could it be hacked? Where does your thought end and the network begin? Neural internet could empower us, or require new defenses for our very thoughts. What if you could upload your mind into a new custom-built body, synthetic human bodies? These advanced forms could surpass biological bodies, stronger, immune to disease, even designed for other worlds. Imagine bodies for deep-sea exploration, Mars, or with new senses. If your body fails, transfer your mind to a new one, but if you can change bodies like clothes, are you still you? Would this create a new class divide? Where do all these advanced humans go? Enter the O'Neill cylinder, a true space habitat, massive cylinders rotating to create gravity filled with towns, forests, and rivers. Millions could live in these artificial worlds built from lunar or asteroid materials. Instead of terraforming Mars, build your own perfect environment. It's a way to expand civilization into space, untethered from planets. The view? Earth, moon, and stars drifting by. A grand, achievable vision. Now, human cloning, a staple of sci-fi and ethics debates. Create a genetically identical copy of a human, potentially for organ transplants or helping infertile couples. Cloning could save lives with perfect match organs, but is it right to create a copy? What's the psychological impact on a clone? It forces us to ask what truly makes us unique. Let's switch to handheld energy blasters. Imagine compact weapons firing beams of energy, plasma, lasers, no bullets, just pure power. No recoil, instant travel, rechargeable power. Settings could range from stun to destructive, but the potential for misuse is huge. Energy weapons could be far more dangerous than guns. How do you regulate a weapon that's easy to produce and deadly? Who faces these new weapons? Robot law enforcement, autonomous robots patrolling streets, responding to emergencies, even de-escalating threats. Robots don't tire, fear, or take bribes. They could enforce laws without bias. In theory, this could mean fairer law enforcement and lower crime, but who's accountable when a robot makes a fatal mistake? The transition must focus on transparency and accountability. Let's talk speed. Hypersonic Airlines. Hypersonic means over Mach 5. New York to London in 90 minutes, LA to Sydney in 3 hours. The world shrinks, business and travel transform. The tech is tough, materials, engines, and heat management. At first, only the wealthy could afford it, and there are environmental concerns. But it's the next leap in aviation, making the world feel smaller. What if you could instantly learn anything? Instant learning. Not just facts, skills, languages, expertise, all downloaded directly to your brain. Education and personal growth would be transformed. Time spent learning could go to creativity and innovation. But if everyone's an instant expert, what does mastery mean? Do we lose something by skipping the struggle? It's a shortcut to mastery, but at what cost? From visible to invisible, invisibility suits. Metamaterials could bend light around you, making you vanish. We've seen cloaking in other wavelengths. The challenge is visible light and wearable suits. Military and medical uses would be huge, but privacy and security would be threatened. Crime could become invisible. An incredible feat, but with unsettling consequences. All these technologies need power. Nothing beats antimatter. When matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate, releasing pure energy, EHMC2. A gram could equal a nuclear bomb. A few milligrams could power a city. It could solve energy crises and enable interstellar travel. But producing antimatter is incredibly expensive, and storing it is dangerous. If containment fails, disaster strikes. Harnessing antimatter safely is one of our biggest challenges. Neural tech is a two-way street. Welcome to mind hacking. If you can read and write to a brain, so can hackers. Imagine corporations mining your thoughts or governments suppressing dissent before it starts. Memories could be altered, fears erased, or guilt implanted. We'll need unbreakable neural firewalls and new laws to protect cognitive liberty. Mind hacking could be the most dangerous weapon ever. Protecting against it is critical. What if machines could build themselves? Self-replicating machines? A machine mines resources, builds a copy, and both go on to replicate exponential growth. Nanobots could repair tissue, or construction bots could build cities. In space, a single probe could colonize the galaxy. But the gray goo scenario, out-of-control nanobots, haunts scientists. Fail-safes are essential to prevent catastrophe. Getting to space is expensive. What if we just took an elevator, a super strong cable from Earth to orbit with climbers carrying cargo and people? It could slash launch costs and open space to everyone. The challenge? We need materials stronger than anything we have, maybe carbon nanotubes. Risks include debris collisions and security threats, but if built, it's a permanent bridge to the stars. Silicon computers are reaching their limits. Enter DNA computing. DNA, with its massive storage and parallel processing, could solve problems silicon can't. A gram of DNA could store more than 1 trillion CDs. DNA computers could break codes, solve logistics, or even operate inside living cells. The future of computing might be written in the code of life itself. Earth's resources are limited, but space is full of them. Orbital mining stations. Space-based facilities process materials from asteroids and the moon. Asteroids hold vast amounts of metals and water for fuel. This could create a true in-space economy, breaking our dependence on Earth. It's a key step to becoming a spacefaring civilization. Let's talk about controlling the weather. Climate engineering. Future tech could dissipate hurricanes or trigger rain with precision. Geoengineering could counteract climate change, reflecting sunlight or fertilizing oceans. But the risks are huge. Unintended side effects, shifting weather, and ethical dilemmas. It's a potential solution to our biggest challenge, but must be handled with extreme caution. What if an asteroid is heading for us? Asteroid impact prevention. We need telescopes scanning for threats and ways to deflect them. Kinetic impactors, gravity tractors, or even nuclear devices. NASA's DART mission proved we can nudge asteroids off course. A reliable system is planetary insurance. It's a technology we hope never to use, but it could save all life on Earth. The most mind-bending idea, interdimensional portals. Theories suggest other dimensions and universes could exist. A portal would be a gateway to another universe. What's on the other side is unknown. Discovering one would be the most significant event in history, but the dangers are unimaginable. Hostile entities, unstable portals, or worse. For now, it's science fiction, but the pursuit could redefine reality. There you have it, 21 technologies that could reshape our world. The future isn't just coming, we're building it, one breakthrough at a time. Which technology excites or scares you most? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching and exploring the future with me. Subscribe for more big ideas and tech breakthroughs. Catch you in the next one.